All right, so welcome to lesson number 5 on the Testudines, the order name for turtles. And here is a photograph that I took years ago, back in 2008. I visited the Galapagos Islands with a friend. We went on a photographic nature adventure. I stayed on a yacht for 7 days, and we would go, we'd sail around the different islands, and at each island we'd get off and photograph the wildlife. And on one of the islands we came to, we saw this guy swimming around in a mud hole, keeping cool. And it was swimming around with some ducks as well. All right, if you are filling out the study guide, here's the study guide here. And you would start on page 4, right there. Okay, so as I mentioned, the order name for turtles is Testudines. So their shell is bony or cartilaginous. It's a shield, which is actually developed from ribs. They have exceptional night vision with unusually large number of retina rod cells. Some are highly endangered. Here in the background is a red-eared slider. Isn't that the type of turtle you have? I said painted earlier, and that was
incorrect. That's the turtle.
So how does your turtle size compare to this one, do you think?
He is really small compared to that one.
Okay.
I found the turtle when he was a baby in our pool.
Mm-hmm. And how many years have you had it again?
Not even one yet.
Okay. Yeah, this one has a rather fat head and neck, I'm noticing. Not a massive shell, it looks like, but it looks like it's, I don't know, maybe around 10 years is my guess. So, a description of turtles. So they are ectotherms, which is a fancy word for they are cold-blooded. Their internal temperature varies according to their environment. Leatherback sea turtles' body temperature is higher than the surrounding water because of their high metabolic rates, which is unusual for a sea turtle. So not only are leatherbacks the largest sea turtle in the world, but also they have higher body temperatures. Many species live in or around water. They lay eggs on land, and the largest turtles are the aquatic turtles, sea turtles. And then also the land tortoises called the Galapagos tortoises are some of the largest turtles in the world. This is a Florida box turtle, and there's the thumbnail of what it looks like without the text over it. Here's the geographic range of turtles from around the world. So purple represents the sea turtles range. Black represents the land or terrestrial turtles. So what are some of the areas where we don't find land turtles?
Right smack dab in the middle of Australia. That's really weird.
It is. Also Saudi Arabia. I guess it's just too barren, is my guess. Northern parts of Russia and China, that's unusual. Siberia. And I have a hard time believing that there aren't turtles in Alaska. I thought there were. And Greenland. That doesn't surprise me, though. And the far part of Canada. It's just too cold. The winters, I guess, are just too harsh. So, yeah, I guess it doesn't surprise me too much. Yeah, so very severe environments. And also, I find it odd, this western portion of South America, down into Argentina. None on New Zealand? Very interesting. So the largest turtles, as we've mentioned before, the leatherback sea turtle is the largest. They can grow up to 6.6 feet and weigh up to 2,000 pounds. The freshwater turtles, the largest is the Asian softshell. They can get up to 6.6 feet. Pretty incredible. Here in the background, we have the head of an African soft-shell turtle. What do you think of that face?
Hilarious.
I know, my goodness. It looks older too. All these folds of skin and that long snout. Have you seen a soft-shell turtle in Florida before?
I've seen a couple. The first one I saw, I stepped in an ant pile to try and see.
You stepped where?
In an ant pile.
Oh, wow.
It was painful.
Ouchie. Yeah, I hear that you guys have biting ants. Yeah, this one looks pretty fascinating. So the alligator snapping turtle is North America's largest at 80 centimeters, 2.6 feet long, and weighing it at up to 250 pounds. Have you seen snapping turtles in Florida?
I don't think I've seen any normal snapping turtles, but I have seen some alligator snapping turtles. They're really cool.
Wow. Giant tortoises from the Seychelles and Galapagos Islands, 130 centimeters, 51 inches long, and they can weigh up to 660 pounds. And I have seen the Galapagos tortoises before, as I did that photo, as you saw. I actually visited the Darwin Research Center and saw them raising them from egg to adult. And I met the famous Lonesome George before he died in 2012. So I was there July of 2008, a few years before he died. The smallest is the speckled padloper tortoise from South Africa. Do you hear any kind of humming in the background just a minute ago?
No.
Good. I've got a lot of noise. My fan to cool my solar system just went off, so I'm hoping that the recording's not picking that up. So I'm glad to hear that. So the smallest is the speckled padloper tortoise from South Africa. Here we have one in the background, the speckled padloper. They can grow up to 3.1 inches in length, and they can weigh 140 grams or 4.9 ounces. North and South American smallest turtles, the American mud turtles and musk turtles from Canada to South America. Pretty cute little fellow here. Not the clearest picture on the planet, but interesting nevertheless.
What's the pink thing on the shell?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a lighting difficulty or it does look like some kind of natural marking. It might be natural. It looks relatively natural to me, so I'm unsure. It's one of those two things. Or they could have marked the turtle. That's possible. Okay, skulls and bones. So here we have the skeleton of a snapping turtle. Here we have the skull of a loggerhead sea turtle. So what do you think of that? The snapping turtle bones. That long tail.
I think it's incredible that the shell and the spine are fused together.
Mm-hmm. Right, and the ribs. So the ribs go right into the shell here, right into the carapace. That's pretty awesome. The shoulder bones. They have such short legs. That's a really great skeleton specimen. And then just the skull of a loggerhead, which they have these beak-like jaws. Fascinating. Okay, this is very interesting for determining the two main types of turtles. We have turtle neck folding. There are two suborders. We have cryptodira, where they draw their necks in while contracting it under their spine. Then pleirodira, where they contract their necks to the side. Here in the background, we have an eastern long neck tortoise. I think it's this one. And then that's an example of pleirodira. And then we have smaller image lower right, the Indian flapshell turtle, an example of cryptodira. Pretty cool. All right, Testudines classification and suborder of pleirodira. So suborder pleirodira, that means their necks are contracted to the side. So see how the neck is turned to the side, but yet hidden under the roof of the carapace. So we have family Chelidae, the Austro-American side-neck turtles, superfamily Pelomedusoidea. We have the African side-neck turtles and Madagascan big-headed and American side-neck river turtles. I've never seen one of these in person. Then we come to suborder Cryptodira. This is where their necks can withdraw into the shell, and these are all the species I've ever seen, including snapping turtles, sea turtles, big-headed turtles from superfamily Testudinoidea, pond box water turtles, Asian river leaf box and roof turtles, and true tortoises. Superfamily Trionocoidea. We have pignose, river, mud, and softshell all turtles. Here's a pignose turtle. I think they look so adorable. And their noses definitely look like a pig nose. Any comments about that?
That is hilarious.
It sure is. Even their eyes are comical. All right, and then here we have March of the Baby Turtles. Pretty cute. They didn't say what kind of turtles they were. Those are references I used with a beautiful green sea turtle swimming in the background with a diver. And thank you for watching from the red-eared slider.